To attach the side panels to the back panel. In this case, this is the left side panel. You notice drawer glide at the top, caster holes at the bottom. This is the drawer back. It's quite large, and you may want somebody to help you when you're maneuvering this around. But to orient the top to the bottom, the top holes, the larger top holes, have about 5 inches of space here, and the bottom ones are closer. Now, on this particular model is a drop leaf model. So in order to leave room for the drop leaves, the back panel is going to be down about 1.5 inches below the top edge. So you're going to have a gap right here of about 1.5 inches. It's going to be flush at the bottom. Turn this up on the edge, take 1 3/4 inch machine screw through the large hole, go through the side, you're going to take a nut, put it on the tip of my finger, start the nut. See, I've got a slot here at the top. That's where the drop leaf supports are going to go. You have to leave clearance for those. Now you're going to attach the right side in exactly the same manner. We're going to attach the top front brace, which is the magnet brace. But first we're going to take the assembly from the previous step and we're going to turn it upside down so that the top of the cart is on your flat surface. This is not the countertop. I mean, this isn't the cart top. This just happens to be my work surface. The top front brace, little pins in the end, come in the slots right at the top. See those legs are slotted? You got to bring it down. You'll line that up with the hole in the side with 1 3/4 inch machine screws. Then you've got to come around to the other side. You can manipulate this up and down a little bit. It's just going to go into that big hole in the back there. Take a nut. Here again, put it on the end of your fingertip. In this step, we're going to put the doors in place and secure them with the bottom front brace. Pair of doors, put the pin in, leave that in place. We're going to take one of the center doors, and see these are going to be, the handles are going to be adjacent to each other, and put that, and there's 2 holes, one hole here on this and one here, and put it right in place. Okay, now we're going to attach the bottom front brace. You notice 2 holes along the ends. That's going to go here, and another one on each side. Those will be for the door pins. But first thing you want to do though is, and don't forget this, is you put a washer over top those top pins. On this brace, these are going down, of course. Here again, you insert it in the slot, in the legs. Not a bad idea to get somebody to help you do this. So when you get to this point, that's going to rest down like that, and you can see it taking shape. Now to secure that bottom brace, we're going to go back, and we're going to put 1 3/4 inch machine screws and the nuts to secure that brace. We're going to attach the magnets to the block. And an easy way to do that is to take the magnet part, snap it on to the little magnet plate, and I'll do that with both of them. Do it one at a time. Close the door, and then with your thumb, hold the magnet plate in place and then open the door. Rather than try to screw those the little round-headed screws in now. I like to mark that first. I find it easier. And then on the other one, we do the same thing. Attach that magnet plate, go inside, close it, mark the position. Put it back with where your marks are. We're going to put the wheels or the casters in. These are little caster stems. They have little teeth on them. Tap them down until the teeth grips the wood. Normally you're going to put the locking casters, those are the ones with a little lever here. You're going to put those on the front of the unit. Easiest way is to just tap on that metal. This step we're going to put the towel bar and the spice rack on the sides. At this point it doesn't matter which side you put them on because the holes are bored in both of those items so they'll go on either side. And in this case we're going to put the towel bar on the right side as you face the unit, and we do that with a 1 3/4 inch, a 1 1/4 inch number 8 screw and the little wooden pallet stand. First we've attached that one. We're going to take the tube, insert that one, insert the other end. There we go. Get them set, get a little set in there. Then there's an access hole just below the glide. Tighten it down with a screwdriver. Okay, we're going to attach the spice rack to the other side. It's going to go in the holes in the top shelf. Put 1 3/4 inch screws through the side panel. Tighten down, it'll be nice for your spices on the side. Yeah, in this step we're going to put the pins, they're 1 inch pins, they're the ones that hold the shelves. We're going to put them in place. It takes 14. There's adjustments for this top shelf, and in this case we're going to take the second position down and insert the pins. If you need to, you can tap them in with a hammer, but usually you just push them in with your thumb. One on either side, making sure they're all relatively the same position. Now, we're going to do the bottom ones also, to hold the bottom shelf. That's going to take 2 on each of the side panels. Okay, next we're going to install the shelves. There's 2 shelves. This is the bottom shelf. It doesn't have a finished edge on it. The top shelf has a finished edge, and this will face out. To place that bottom shelf, get on the edge so that it goes down and rests on the back pins. And then we're just going to drop it down. If it doesn't drop in place, just turn the doors and it'll drop it in place, push it right in place. Edge banding out. Do about the same. Gonna work it in there a little bit, get it below the blocks. Get it below those magnet blocks. And then come back up. Top of the pins on the side panel, and the back panel. You can rest them on the ones on the side, and then you drop it into place. Okay, now we're going to attach the hardware for the drop leaf support to the bottom of the top and the drop leaf. So you're going to put the top on a nice smooth surface. Same thing with the drop leaf. So you see the holes. It's got 2 hinges, and there's not really a front or back to these. You can put them in either way. Just remember the small portion here goes on the tabletop, and the large portion goes on the drop leaf itself. Just to speed things up, I'm going to use a power screwdriver. Not much problem in trying to overpower it here. Glide support. They go on the bottom of the top. They line up. There's 4 holes there. They line up very nicely. Tool is going to come out under the drop leaf. Here again, we're going to secure these with 5/8 number 8 screws.
Okay.
Now, one of the things I like to do on these 4 remaining pilot holes, these are the holes that are going to be used with the L brackets to attach it to the top. Because you have limited sight, I like to mark those holes with like a little X, so when you get under there, looking up through the doors, hey, you can see these marks, and it will help you align it so that when you tighten the top down, you can hit these pilot holes a lot easier. The last step is attaching the top to the cabinet. These will line those little marks up that we made in the previous step, looking up through the doors, whatever's necessary. Then I just start them to make sure I got it all lined it up. I do the front 2 first. Okay, the last thing we do is to insert the drawer. The wheels on the drawer go up. I tilt it down, just tilt the front down just a little bit. Glides on, glides. Should this scrape a little bit, you can always loosen these, drop them down a little bit. You operate the drop leaf, grab the finger off, drop it down.